Now you might be saying, wow, that is awesome that happened when I got saved. But I say to you that started happening when you got saved and has not stopped and will not stop. And I don't know when, if ever, it will stop. I know that you're going to go out into eternity to go to meet Him someday, and I know that absent from this body, you are in the presence of the Lord. And who is the Jesus that you meet when you come out of this body and into the presence of the Lord? The Jesus whose eyes are like flames of fire, whose God is a consuming fire, whose fan is in His hand, and He thoroughly purges His floor, and He gathers what is good into His barn, but He burns what He doesn't need, because that's the chaff of our life. I don't know when God is done burning, but I know that I have no interest in following God theoretically without the burning in my soul. And when I say burning in my soul, I don't mean excitement. I mean, I want the constant presence of the crucified and resurrected and ascended Christ in my life, doing what only Christ can do to burn in me whatever needs burned in me. And listen, we're not talking about people who are out here living hellish lives that someday are going to get theirs. I'm talking to everyone here and everyone watching and everyone listening. We are all destined to go through the fire that Jesus' fan is over. I want to go through that in Christ now so that I can live the life of the kingdom now as He burns out of me whatever He needs to burn out of me.
Amen. Yes. Good.
Mark chapter 9. Let me give you one more verse. I want you to see this. We could quote it, but I want you to at least know where it is, all right? Mark chapter 9, verse 49. Listen to Jesus. For everyone will be seasoned with fire, and every sacrifice will be seasoned with salt. I think Mark 9:49 is one of Jesus' most under-preached verses. Everyone will be seasoned with fire. Everyone will be seasoned with fire. Who's everyone? So that's everybody. That was an easy one, right? Everybody gets seasoned with fire. Now you might say, those sinners are going to burn in a devil's hell. People that don't accept Jesus are going to burn in fire. I say to you, Mark 9:49, everyone will be seasoned with fire. That's Jesus. Let's walk through that one more time. Who gets seasoned with the fire of God? Every single person that ever lives gets seasoned with the fire of God. Don't you want that seasoning to start now so that you can live the life of the resurrected one now?
Yes.
That's why you're following Jesus, right there. Not because Jesus had a better way than his peers, but because Jesus walked into the furnace and then went, come here. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, come here. And Nebuchadnezzar leans in and goes, how many people did we throw into the furnace? 3. Then why do I see 4? And the 4th man looks like the Son of God.
Yeah.
What a story!
Yeah.
And what burns off of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? The shackles that bound their hands and their feet. Let's act like they're stalks of wheat. What burns off of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace? The chaff. Jesus was doing it then. Jesus is doing it now. Jesus will be doing it forever. He's burning off of you what doesn't need to be on you. Step into the furnace with Him.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I do think there's a better you on the other side. I just don't think you can organize her.
That's right.
I don't think you can organize him. I think there'll be a version of you that could be better with a little organization and a little work and a little effort, but it can't be the recreated you. It can't be the you that looks exactly like him that comes out of the fire having stuff burned off of it. Is fire painful? Well, sure, there's things that are going to be painful. I don't know what that looks like. I just know I'm not the one doing the surgery. He is.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about me going underneath the knife of fleshly asceticism. I got to whip myself with a spiritual or physical whip across the back every time I fail because I got to pay God. No, Christ is the payment.
Yes.
And Christ is the one with the fan in his hand.
Yes.
And it's his floor and it's his barn and you're his wheat.
Yeah.
But you know what you don't want? The chaff. So Christ is working on you. He's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. Took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, sun and the earth, and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient he must be. He's still working on me. Now, when we hear little kids sing that, we go, oh, man, look at them. They're so cute. And then they know that he's patient and he's working on them. But they're not singing it for them. They're singing it for you. You're the one God's got to be patient with. I mean, they're kids, for Pete's sake. You've been doing this stuff for like decades. He's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. What is it I ought to be? He's making me into his image. From glory to glory. It's his work of grace. It's my privilege to be in there, in the furnace. Accept that.